Hello and welcome into a Monday edition on August 21st, 2023 of Daily Davinci. I will try to keep this at a minimal. Let me set a timer real quick that I forgot to do before I started, but I can pause the video and we'll see how. All right, I paused the video. I've started the timer. It's set for 30 minutes, so let's see what we can get accomplished. So I had a crazy idea today. It was actually a my project idea of something I had heard on watching another channel that was a coin channel. I dropped two links in my description for that. So I don't want media pool just yet. I want to grab a text and I want to bring that down because this is what I want to work with. Now, a moment ago, OBS crashed on me. I found, oh, I got two cameras over there. I'm on here twice. Hello. I want to turn one of those off. Which one? I think I'll turn the one that's over actually on OBS off. So I'm going to bring OBS over here and go figure out which camera. I want to get rid of that one because I like this one up here a little bit better. It blends in a little bit better with the way I have it set up. So what do I want to do? Well, I want to bring this down like this, and I'm going to go in here and make a custom title. And that title is going to be OO. As we all know, is Tagalog, Visayan, Cebuanian, whatever, for depending on which one, it means okay, it means yes, it means a bunch of things, like our English language. So the first thing I want to do is I want to change the font, and I want to make it look cool. And I guess to do that, we want to go back to the beginning and then just scroll down till we see, or till I see something. That look kind of neat. I like the abracadabra. Keep that in the running. Action Jackson kind of looks like a set of eyeballs. Go through here rather quickly. See what Adrian I don't like. It's kind of goofy. Airliner. Algerian's not too bad. I've never seen that before. Alien 1, no. All Night, no. All Night 10, nope. Let's go down here and check out some of these other ones. And I haven't practiced or checked or done anything. I'm just doing this live, unrehearsed, and unscripted as always. Back in the Saddle, no. Bailey, no. Let's see. Bitsy, no. No. Billy, no. Black Dog, no. I am actually looking at him, believe it or not. I kind of like the Black Oak Standard, but I think for what I eventually want to do, that won't work. So I'm going to go up here and type in I. I'm going to hit this and type in I to get to the eyes. And then lately I've been using ink free right here. And I'm going to go with that for now. And I'm going to bump the size way up. There we go. That's, I think, what I want to do. And then I want to change the color. And we'll just go with the green for right now. That's pretty simple. That's going to, I think, do what I want it to do. I want to make a background. Of course, I don't think I want to use green. If I want to do this for my green screen, I don't think I want to use green. Just thinking that might not work too well. So let's go change the color. And let's go over here to that shade of blue right there. That looks pretty good. All right, that will work for that. That's the initial, gives me an OO. Now let's go see, what do we want to space it out? No, not really. That doesn't look good. There's no line spacing. And we can write it on, which I probably do want to animate this. So first animation test is I want to take the write on all the way over at the beginning, and I want to do that, and then I want to come over to here and go back over here, and I want to bring the right on all the way over to there. And then when you play it, it's just going to do that right there, which is extremely slow, and I don't like that, so I'm going to have to work on that. Okay, that'll kind of sort of maybe work. We'll wait and see. So for right now, I'm actually going to get rid of that by double clicking on the right on, and it makes it go back. So I'm going to advanced controls and see what we have. We can have reading direction, automatic left to right, right to left, and I don't really see anything that I'm looking for here. So let me go up to layout. I don't really see what I'm looking for there, except I can move it like this, which I plan to do anyway at some point in time, or I can move it up and down, put it back to 0. Rotation, kind of what I'm looking for. I don't like this rotation. Put it back. This rotation is kind of good. I like that. So let's do this. I'm going to look at the Z real quick. I don't know. Z's kind of corny. Can I change the background color? Nope. Did I not just change that? Oh. There we go. Let's go with an off gray for now. I forgot to move the slider. That's pretty good. I like that. So now what do I want to do? Well, I think one of the first things I wanted to do is I wanted to come in here, and at the beginning, I want to set a keyframe of this being all the way out. I'm going to set a keyframe, and then I'm going to go to the end, and I'm going to keyframe it all the way big. There we go. We're going to move it back. We're going to play it and see if I like the speed of this. Oh yeah, I like this speed. I like this. I do like this. This is cool. Oh, good deal. This is working out really good. Now I have no idea what's going on time-wise because the timer shut off. 23 minutes to go. So that's the basic thing. I'm not sure I like the ink free, but I'm okay with where this is sitting right now. So what I'm going to do now, next, is I'm going to come down here and highlight that, press my Alt key, and make a copy. Now when I play that, well, you're thinking to yourself that, well, I just made a copy. Where's the copy? Well, the copy's there, but it's a direct copy of where it's at. So if I come up here to layout and I move the copy over ever so slightly, then I play it, then we get that. I'm just going to end up back in the same place it looks like. So that's kind of all right. Not kind of, sort of kind of what I'm looking for, but not, I don't know why the color's so weird. Honestly, color should be identical. So there it's identical. And then when I play that one, I think it's not identical because it's in the background, but that's fine. So again, I'm going to do, actually I'm going to go in there and make a change here first. We're going to change the color, and I want this color to be more a red. Hit OK. Now when we play this, the color should be, I want it to be predominantly about the same. So I'm thinking I want to come in here to layout, and I want to move this about right there. Now I could probably do this in Fusion, making copies. In fact, let's do that. Let's go explore that real quick. So highlight, drag, go to Fusion, bring this over here. Everybody does it, including me, excuse me. I'm not real sure why it's showing it's a template, but for some reason it is. Oh, because I have it animated, I'm guessing. So can I unanimate that? If I go back over to here, can I unanimate this specific one? My guess is I can't. I don't know why I couldn't. If I come in here to layout and I put this back, or if I go to text and I put this back to normal, there we go. Got to pause the stream. She just sent me a text. Be right back. All right, I'm back. I'll go a couple minutes over now since that. Don't need Fusion on So is that on over here? No, it's off. I'm not sure why it's showing up over here. Don't see it anywhere. Okay, so what did I say I was going to try to do? I was going to try to make duplicates of this, right? So shift space brings up our menu, and we're going to make duplicate, and we're just going to hit the word add, and it's going to put it in there because it was connected. It was highlighted already, therefore it connects automatically into the pipeline. To rehash, if you were to take that out and off click over here, space shift, put the duplicate node in, you can grab it, hold the shift key down, drag it into the pipeline, and when the two lines turn yellow and blue, you let go of shift and it puts it in there as well. So we're going to make like 10 copies. And then we're going to make them go. No, that's not what I want. Been a while since I did. I'm trying to figure out why this is here. This is just moving it up left and right. I don't necessarily want to do that. I'll Control Z that back to the beginning. That's not what I want either. The copies are there. All right, you can tell this is not practiced. Time all set. This is bugging me that it's got that fusion thing in there. It shouldn't have, unless this is something new and I'm not seeing. I'm not sure I like that angle. Yeah, I don't like that. All right, where is it at? I know it's in here. I made 10 copies. I want them to be. Did I make 10 copies? Let's see if we make more copies, if that makes a big difference. Let's make 50 copies. It's not making any difference. Let's go look at it over here. Now it's making absolutely no difference whatsoever. Plus then it goes away. Okay, back to, as they say, the old drawing board. Don't want that. I want to go into Fusion, and that defaults me back to here because that's what automatically clicks to. So I'm going to go over here, and then can I go? Nope, can't do that. That's fine. I didn't think this was going to be a walk in the park type thing, naturally. So I'm going to bring down a new text, and I'm going to open it, right click, open in the Fusion page, and there we go. Still got the doggone thing though. This is really frustrating. It's probably something so simple. I'm sure people are yelling at the screen, telling me where it's at to get rid of it. I'm not seeing it right now, and I'm not going to lose a lot of sleep over it. So we're going to come in here, we're going to go, we want 00. And for this, we'll just leave it like that. And then we're going to go shift space, duplicate, and then we're going to add it in here by holding the shift key down. It's there. And I don't need these to be that far apart, but I'm going to. And we're going to make 22 copies. And then we're going to take the off. There we go. I don't know why that wasn't working a while ago. So we're going to make it vertical and horizontal. Let's go ahead and make this an additional 20 copies. And then let's bring it, there we go. Kind of sort of what I'm looking to do. So let's put these back to the beginning, and let's just make 10 copies for now. And then let's bring that to there. Now, if I wanted to move the whole thing, I'm thinking, because I'm good with the copies right there, but what I want to do, what I want to figure out to do is I don't want the 10 copies to all be like that. So let's bring them like this. Go in here to here. Let's change our font and let's go with something else just to mess around with. Yeah, I got about an hour and some odd minutes to get this done. I'm going to try to debut it tonight in the live stream. Let's go with an orange. And then let's bump our size up quite a bit. And then if I move this around, let's put it up here. And if we go into the duplicate, if we grab the duplicate, then we get that. That looks kind of interesting. Kind of looks like your eyeballs are protruding. Oh, I see you. Oh, I really see you. So let's go with, put that right there. I set at 0. If I set a keyframe here, and let's just say we go 360, half of that would be 180, half of that would be 90. So we're going to go to 90, and you can tell right here you're on your 90th frame if you can't read it right there. And then we're going to just bring this like this way a little bit, and then we're going to bring it like this way a little bit. And then we're going to go up to 180. And again, you can see it here and you can see it there. And we're just going to extend this. If I grab this, I can extend it out just like that. So that's that one. I like that, I think. So if we play this, we go back to the beginning and play this, and it's going to do that. And that's what I'm looking for. Now, I think in order to get the effect I really want to get, I can't go oh. I have to go oh, new text, oh. Put them side by side, and then probably get one figured out and duplicate that, and it should marry up and match what I want. So let's go ahead and hit play again, see if I like this. And I do like how that looks. That's coming out. I'm going to go back to the template. I'm going to make the size a little bit bigger yet. Now it's green up here because it's not on the screen. When I hit play, go back to the beginning and hit play, then we get that. And it looks like it's going backwards, and I want it to go forward. So we'll stop that. We'll go into the duplicate node, and to me it looks like it's going backwards. I guess it could be forward, I don't know. Looks like when you play it, it looks, that's okay. It looks forward. But what I want to do is when we get up here to frame 190 or 180, I want to now copy this. Make sure I off click, and I want to paste it. Oh, there we go, paste. There we go. Now, if I connect this, this will be interesting. Put that back to the beginning. Now, do I put this, do I run this into here? This will be really interesting. And we hit play. I want to stop it right there. I want to be on this duplicate node, and I want to move it. Oops, that's not what I want to do. So I want to Control Z that back to where it was at. That's the original one, I believe, or is that the let's move that over there. Just there, it's an exact copy, so it should do. Nope, that's not going to work. All right, so I'm going to Control Z, put that back on top of that. I'm going to get rid of this. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to add a merge. And I'm going to disconnect this, and I'm going to put the merge up here. And then I'm going to connect this to the merge into the foreground. That's the foreground. So now when we play this, if we go back to the beginning, I'm wondering if I get two instances of this, and I do not. So do I need to move? There we go. There we go. I was kind of thinking that's how it was going to go. So that does that. Now I can already tell you I'm going to get rid of the merge and go with the multi-merge, because in order for me to do what I want to do, I'm going to need the multi-merge. So let's go in here now and go to this color. And because it's its own thing, I'm thinking it ain't going to work real good with green because it's a green screen. So I'm just going to stick with some basic colors now. We're going to go back, play it from the beginning. Good. That's perfect right there. If I continue to play this out, should get to 180 and be at the bottom. Okay, now at 180, this is where this is going to get really fun. At 180, I want it to go back. So I want to go to this duplicate node, and then the 270 would be the next. So we're going to go to 270. That would be the next. And I want to now take this, I think it's the red one, and I want to take it back. Well, I sure hope I didn't do what I think it's going to do. I want it to go right there. All right, so we'll test that theory out. Go back to the beginning. We hit play. They come down. They separate. They get to one. Well, there's a little bit of curvature there that I'm going to have to work on. And get to 180 and they stop. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. I like it. I like it. I'm going to be doing my, I know right where that's at. So I like that. That's pretty cool. So now I got to do the same thing with the other one. I got to come down here to this one. I got to go to 270. And this is where it's good to either write this stuff down, or if you have the wonderful memory that I don't have, write this stuff down. So now I want to do the same thing with this one. At 270, I want this one to go back as well. Then I'm going to go ahead and put this back to the beginning, hit play, and there we go. It's going to slow down. Going to be off the screen, and it's going to go back. So I have taken a word, from the Philippines, and I have animated it to say, I mean, it's not going to say anything else, and I've got it animated to where it moves and looks kind of corny. So let's go to 270, and we're back to here. Now, how I want it to end is I want to go to this duplicate, because that's template number one, and I want to bring it over here and down to here, over here and down to here. Now that should have set a keyframe. So if we go back here, it's going to get there at 270. It's going to go back. Oh, I changed it. Okay, so that's not what I want. I made a mistake. So I'm going to Control Z that back to there, and that should be putting it back to where it was. It's going to get there, and they're going to spring back and be good to go there. So now at 270, what I want to do is 270 to here is 390. So what would 330, see, 270, 90 divided by 45. trying to figure out what half of that would be, and I don't want to get my calculator out. So 325, I think. Now 325 seems awfully high. Yeah, that's not halfway. So we're gonna go 325 and see if that's what I want or not. I think I just set a keyframe too, so we're gonna come back here, play it, let it get to set. Yeah, I did set a keyframe, and I don't want that. And it's just gonna move right ever so slightly. So I'm gonna Control Z, get rid of that keyframe. I'm gonna get rid of that keyframe. Well, that's kind of interesting. I can't get rid of that keyframe. What if I, okay, I don't want, there we go. No, I want 322. I want that keyframe to go away. Right click, nope, that's not gonna do it. So go find keyframes. Where is keyframes? I know they're up here somewhere. There, one more Control Z, got rid of it. All right, so at 270, these guys are going to bounce down. At 270, you're going to bounce back. I don't want a keyframe at 320. You know, I know up here somewhere keyframes. Duh. Now can I get rid of the keyframe? So I'm going to select all the keyframes. I'm going to show all the keyframes, and yeah, I need to practice this, obviously. There we go, all my keyframes. And then I want to go to keyframe number 320. And I want that keyframe to go away. Now, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. I'm not seeing that keyframe. Yep, there it is. So if I bring this back, it'll be keyframe 270 right there. So that's going to be 320. It's actually now 324. So that's the one I want to get rid of. So do I backspace? And does that get rid of it? Nope, that's not doing what I wanted. Oh, nope. So maybe right click. And I don't see what I want. Oh, good Lord. I don't see a get rid of button anywhere. I got show all, show value, show spreadsheet. I don't see a delete button to get rid of this, which is what I want to do. I want to get rid of that specific keyframe. So I'm going to get out of keyframes. It's not really helping me out. I'm going to go back over here. Control Z, 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 Control. There we go. Now that shows that it got rid of it. But I did that a while ago. And so now it, oh, now that one's not working. I got to go back to here. So that stops there. And then at this keyframe right here, I want this one to go back to its original place as well, which is right there. All right, now we're going to play that. They go down, they go back, they bounce back, good deal. And they get there and they stop. Okay, so now at, because I'm so doggone not wanting to do this in my head, we're going to get the calculator out and we're going to go 360 minus 270 equals divided by 2 equals plus 270. And I want to go to 270 plus 45 3:15. That's close. I'll stop my, that's 30 minutes. So I got a couple minutes to go over. So I'm going to go to 3:15. And I want to put another keyframe right there. And I want to bring this one, and I want to bring it down. And then I want to go to this one, and I want to bring it over. I'm going to go back to this one, and because I haven't moved my keyframes yet, I should be able to bring this one all the way down. And now we're going to go back to the beginning. We're going to play it from the beginning. It comes down. I don't know why it slows down so abruptly, but it does. And it's going to go back. And it's going to stop briefly right there. And then it's going to do that. That's what I wanted. So that worked. So now I'm going to stop it. And we're going to go to, I never go all the way to the end. I just go to 3:58, 3:59 time frame. So now what I want to do is I want to try to figure out how I want this to end, in that if I grab this like that, that's going to be all right, but that's not what I want. So I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to grab this and bring it right to here. And then I'm going to take the size up to, no, that's not going to work. Good idea, not going to work. Because when I play this now, yeah, see, that just screwed that all up. That's like starting it right there. Although, I might leave that right there. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, no, not what I want. My initial intent is to get this to have some movement. Got movement, going to bounce back. And because I'm not on the duplicate tab, we know it's going to work because we set it up to work. So when it gets done there, I kind of want it to end up in the middle and just have one and have it super huge. And I think I know how I can do that. What I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to do an experiment and see what this looks like. See if Zoom is still running. Yep, still running. I can't use the camera because I'm using the camera over in OBS. So that's not going to work. I'll have to check that later. So what I want to do now, I'm going to come back over here and I want to look at the two things I got going. I can do the same thing there. It's just going to take me some more time. Or I can do it right here. And I think what I'll do is I'll grab me another text, bring it down here. I'll close that. And on this text, we're going to put Tagalog. And we're going to make it bigger. And it's in the background because it's underneath. And we're going to play it. All right. A couple little adjustments right there on this, and this will look okay. And then I'm going to wrap this up. I don't want to go way super over. So what I want to do is I want to come back into this one. And I should only have that one in there, which I don't understand why it's doing that. So I'm going to go back over here. That one's not going to bother me any. I'm going to go back into Fusion. There we go. I understand now what that was all about. So what I want to do now is I want to go into duplicate number 1, and I want to bump these copies up to 25. Not 2000, not 251, but 25. And I want to hit enter, and I want to bump this one up to 25 as well, not 10.25, 25, 0. Then I want to jump back here and play it and see. Oh, 25 is a bit many. I know Mrs. K is going to watch the stream from last night, so kind of hard to do this. Yeah, that's a bit too many. But for my opening thoughts process on this, I'm going to go with that. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to render this section and this section only by bringing that to there, going over here and finding out where it's at over here. Which, is there something over there? No, there's not. So why can't I find the end of this? See how I grabbed this one and moved it? I'm trying to find the other end because I only want to render that portion of this. So let's go render it. It might take a minute. And we're going to call this the OO text test. And it's going to go in my D drive, Davinci completed. And I think I have one down here called text test. Texting test right here. Text testing. I'll put it in there. Well, I got a couple of them. And we're going to save it. Oh, good. It automatically did what I wanted to do. So I'm going to bring this back. You don't have to. I want it to be an MP4. And I'm going to add it to the render. Hit render. And it says 45 seconds and probably won't take that long. Although it looks like it might actually take the entire 45 seconds. So while that's doing that, I'm actually going to bring OBS back over. And I'm going to go into the camera. And I'm going to turn the camera off because I'm going to need the camera in just a second. You guys know what, y'all know what I look like anyway. And it looks like it's about done. 6 seconds to go. And then I'm going to go up here and save the project as the same thing. OO text testing project. We're going to hit save. When that changes, I know it's saved. It's saved. I can close that. Now we're going to go in here to Davinci. You know what? We're not going to go into Davinci. We know it's there. I'm actually going to reopen Zoom. And I'm now going to stay here. But I'm going to go in. I'm going to choose a virtual background. I'm going to go add a virtual background. It's going to be a video. We know it's in D drive. And we know it's in completed projects. And it's in text testing. And it was called OO, and it's alphabetical, so that's what I want. And there we go. So I got some work to do on it, but I got a good start on what I'm trying to accomplish. This is actually a very good start on what I'm trying to accomplish. And it does work pretty good. So I'm going to leave it just like that and improve on it over the next couple of days. Thanks for watching this premiere. Be sure to tune in tonight at 9 o'clock for Ken Stout Live with the Zoom homies. The Zoom homies with Ken Stout Live. Thank you for watching. Have a great evening. Bye for now.